I was pulling out of my garage in Long Island City, and I looked. I looked at the East River, the Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building, the United Nations, the 59th Street Bridge. I lived on a 2-mile-long park along that river, a 4-minute ferry ride to Manhattan, 4 minutes to Grand Central, 7 minutes to Times Square, 11 minutes to Hudson Yards. People wait their entire lives to see that view, and there I was with it in the rearview mirror. I said nothing. It was a God moment. It was deep gratefulness. I healed there, just like I'm healing now. 2 different things to heal from, but the same person doing the healing. Good morning, day 25 of Turquoise Rising. Long Island City was my healing place after my divorce. A fresh start, yet another fresh start. I gave everything away to move in, and I gave everything away to move out. I guess that's just how it goes sometimes. I've done it many times now. Philadelphia, Colorado, Long Beach, New York, Florida. But I've come to understand something that gets easier. Stuff accumulates. You give it away, there's always more stuff. What you cannot replace is the view. And I've had some of the most extraordinary views of my life. It was COVID then, so you could not exactly put things on Facebook Marketplace and have strangers come through your apartment. I had to figure out how to empty the entire place. My brothers suggested 1-800-GOT-JUNK. I could not do it. I could not watch everything go into a truck headed for a landfill. And then a small miracle happened. My cousin Christine and her husband showed up with a U-Haul. They took most of it, made an entire apartment in their basement for their teenage children. A win for me and a win for them. They did not just take the furniture that day, they helped me pack the Jeep for the journey. I'm always so grateful for their presence in that time. I had leased Gypsy just days before. White, perfect, brand new. I picked her out specifically because I needed something that could hold everything that mattered and still get me to where I was going. I packed her so completely that I had blankets over everything in the front seat so things would not fall over and collapse onto me while I was driving. I could not see out any of the mirrors except the 2 side mirrors and no windows. This car was stacked. Her first drive was from New York City south to Florida. That's how she got her name. I was traveling to a new adventure and Gypsy was taking me there. I stopped in North Carolina at my uncle's house. He had lived there for years and I had not yet been. We had dinner and I got some great sleep. And in the morning he went outside and fussed with my bike rack. He zip-tied everything, made sure nothing could fall. He stood there in his driveway checking every strap and every connection with his completely matter-of-fact caring that just really undid me quietly. The car was so packed, I could not see the bike. If it had fallen off somewhere on I-95, I would never have known it. And he knew that. So he made sure it could not happen. It was such a normal thing for him to do, and it meant everything to me. It gave me a feeling of safety and caring that I really needed in that moment. It gave me the reminder that I am loved and people genuinely care. I miss my parents so much in that driveway. I pushed straight through after that to West Palm Beach. And then 1 hour from my aunt's house, I ran out of gas. I wanted to cry. I was exhausted, my eyes were closing. And stopping for gas meant that the 3 dogs would think it was time to get out and walk around, and that would turn into a much longer stop. I had thought about pulling into a parking space and just sleeping. I was that tired, but I was so close. I stopped, ironically, at a rest stop in what would become my new hometown, though I could not move in for 2 more days. I pumped the gas, I walked the dogs, got back in the Jeep, and drove to my aunt's house. A new beginning and a full tank of gas. And when I finally left the city and saw that skyline in my rearview mirror during the sunset, the most iconic skyline in the world, the one I had looked at every single morning, the one I grew up with, the one that is woven into every part of who I am, I said nothing. There was nothing to say. It was just serene and conflicting and deeply right, all at the same time. The sun was setting on my life there, and I knew it, and I let it. I've started over enough times now to know something I did not know the first time I started over. We're never stuck. There's always more stuff. There's always a new gym, and a new doctor, and a new hairstylist, and a new rhythm. I can be happy almost anywhere as long as I am safe and have a beautiful view. And I can walk around, and I can always figure it out. Every time. I named my Jeep Gypsy for a reason. This is day 25, 90 days live and unfiltered. If you are in your own reinvention, come walk with Rico and I. Subscribe below and rise out loud.